Let's take a look at how this looks for two students. In this example, the student is not a member of my class, and I didn't add the student as a class member. They can click the plus sign and type in the class code that you provided them. Now, as a student, I can see that I have my classroom procedures topic, as well as the topic for the week of September 14th. I see that I have an assignment due on August 14th to create a dialogue between scientists. What's really nice about Google is that when you create an assignment, it adds the student's name to the beginning of the name of the document, so you don't ever have to wonder who submitted this. As a student, I will click in the document and I'll begin on my assignment. Okay, so the student's going to go through the process of choosing at least 6 of the words from the table, and they'll write their script. We're just going to say that the entire script is written, all the words are used, and now the student is ready to provide it back to the teacher. When I go back to the classwork page and I refresh, I can click on the assignment. I can view the assignment. This is my work assigned. I'm going to turn it in. I can see up top here, this is my work. If I turned it in too fast and I made a mistake, I can unsubmit it. I can go back and click on the document, add some more to the assignment. I've made my changes. I can turn it in. Now you'll notice too that this dialog box has a class comment. Whatever I type here, anyone can see. Whatever I type here is between the student and teacher. Let's take a look at another student account. Okay, so here we are on our classworks page for the other student. There's a dialogue between the students. I'm going to view the assignment. Notice that this is the comment that was added by the other student. Anyone can see it. The private comment between Jacob and the teacher, this student cannot see. Carol's going to open her document again. It starts with her name, and she has a blank. So this allows you to see that each student has their own unique copy of the document. End of this, and we can turn it in. I'm not going to have Carol make any class comment. I'll let Carol add a private student comment. And now let's take a look at how this looks from the teacher's side. Okay, this is a 6th grade project. Now, I didn't point it out with the student, but when there is something due, it will be right here on the main splash screen. So the 6th grade has this number 3, create a dialogue assignment due. When I go into classwork, I click on this assignment, and when I view it, I can see that there are 2 students. Each of them made a private comment. The 2 students have both turned it in. And now I want to take a look at Carol's work. I don't want to see this assignment in a full screen Google document, but if I wanted to, I could click that pop-out box. And there's a comment bank that we can talk about later. So here's Carol's document. Now, Carol didn't do the document correctly, and perhaps her comment would say something about she didn't understand. I'll post that. Up at the top of the screen, we can return the submission if we need to return it to her. From this drop-down list, I can switch between students, and I might want to share. Okay, Now, I'm going to close this out and go back to the main screen. Let's take a look at this Grades tab. We have some customization under Class Settings for Grades, and we can click up here and return all submissions at the same time if we choose to. Let's take a look here at Settings. So grading calculations, we don't want any overall grades in this. You can have total points or weighted by category. Since you're going to need to put them in PowerSchool, sometimes teachers just prefer to do it that way. And we could show overall grades to students that can be turned on or off. I'm going to close out the settings. If I did want to give a grade, I can change it up here to have up to 100 points. And then I can provide a number. Okay, let's take a look at what the students are seeing now. We're in Carol's account. When we go here to classwork, I'm going to click on Create a Dialog. I'm going to view the assignment. I see this note from my teacher. I can go back there and add more. I'm done adding my information. I can close the tab, and now I'm ready to turn it in again. If I take a look at the other students' work, here I am in my class work, create a dialogue between students, view the assignment, and this has been graded and it's locked. He can't edit it now. And remember, my settings said that he wouldn't be able to see the cumulative grade, so he just knows that he got it back. He'll find out his grade in PowerSchool. And let's refresh our screen as the teacher. Let's go over to Carol's work. She handed it back to me. Now that I've opened up the grade, I can type that in here on this screen. I can work through each student. And when I'm done, I can return all the submissions. And as a student, I can come here. I see that it's graded.